Welcome to the Grand Design Series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're picking up on the 21st of August 1996, which is only a couple of months on from the end of the last part. And the reason for that is down here. And if I let the game run slowly, you'll see that we've been hit by quite a major earthquake. In fact, if I come up here and show you the earthquake report, you can see we've been hit by a 6.8 earthquake, which is not massive, but it is fairly strong. The problem is that, and this is the reason why I'm actually making the video, is the fact that it's hit two key buildings which have collapsed. One is the actual shop in this area, and also the bus stop here has also collapsed, which means that, and this is a fairly important town for anyone who's not actually been following the series. What we got up here is our oil production, our chemical production. We've also got liquid fertilizer here, which we don't really need at the moment, but we are going to feel it. Now, to give you a small update of where we are compared to the last part, is that I've been exclusively working on trying to sort out the central logistics system over here, and it's still not quite complete, but what I wanted to do was get all this finished before I actually recorded the next part, and of course the earthquake came along and messed it up a little bit. So I'm still kind of adjusting this, trying to get the most optimal setup, and I think I'm getting there. It's just that we've now got this major disruption down here, and in this video all I'm going to do is focus on both the consequences and the possible solutions, because what we need on here, I've already allocated the demolition team. I think I've got another demolition team here, because at the moment, yeah, we get these guys. I want you working exclusively on the store. I can live without the bus stop. Of course, also the buildings here have been quite extensively damaged. And what you can see here is that these have now got no access to any food. The kindergarten, which I think is, no, that's not the kindergarten. Where's the kindergarten? It's in here somewhere. That's the courthouse. What we are, there is a kindergarten in here somewhere. Yeah, and the kindergarten's also been severely damaged as well. As you can see, it's got wear and tear of 64%. In fact, if I show you the general overlay, wear and tear, entire map, stop buildings, and you can see here that we've got blocks of 53, 54, 61, 64, 74, and the pub itself as well has been damaged here as well. So, but not that makes that much difference, but this is the reason why I keep the repair about 50% or 47%, because when you get whacked like this, it can do a bit of damage. You can see here, though the epicenter of the earthquake was here, for some reason this pub took a little bit more damage, and that was probably due to the fact it was already coming up to be repaired. So we got reduced productivity. Now we do have our second store here. Where is it? Which is here, but you can see it doesn't cover this area here. Now it's going to take a little while to build this, so what I'm hoping to do is get a contingency in here as well to try and see if I can get some cover. Let me just see. It'd be great if I could get some kind of food, like a grocery store in here ASAP. I mean, this would, it probably won't, it will cover most of this area, but it will overlap with that. Grocery store there, it's in range, but it will cover some of the blocks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a grocery store in there. It shouldn't take much to build. Let me just see. Right, we're going to get the swarm onto this ASAP, maximum priority. Then we're going to let the game play. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn off the population reallocation here on some of these blocks. Not all of them, but some of them. The reason is that we are going to lose the population. And at the moment I've got 4,528, so we can afford to lose the population. But what I don't want is lots of population coming in here to be just be replaced, just to starve to death and leave. So we are going to need to work on this really, really hard. Hopefully we will get this road is being built really, really quickly, which is good. Come on guys, you can do it. We've still got 138 tons of waste to be taken away. I think keeping this store here, it won't be much use, but I think given the situation it will actually cause a problem. Actually, while that's going on, I will, because I don't want this video to be too long, it's just going to be a short infill video talking about the earthquake, but I will give you a little bit of an update with respect to my centralized distribution, if I can find it. It's big enough. What I've actually done now is I've tidied up the mechs in the chemical position. So what I've got now is my mech office here is drawing from this area here, but what it's also doing, if I go down the bottom, I think it should be doing, is it? Yeah, it's also picking up chemicals and bringing the chemicals into here. And what I've done is I've taken advantage that these are exclusive. And the chemical one here, not that one, this one, the chemical one here is picking up chemicals from the central warehouse, but it's actually also moving the mechanical components from here over to here. And what it means now is down here, I've just got a single pickup point called chem distribution, simply because it means that which is picking up the mechanical components. I think this is just not worth worrying about now. I think we're gonna recover you as well. You can get shoved into there. So that is the situation with the centralized distribution system. I have been working on the store distribution. You can see what I've been doing is systematically working through some of these stores just to see if I can get them moved over to the food distribution. And I was working on that when the earthquake happened, which is a real pain in the neck. Anyway, I'm just gonna have to hover around here. Get this done, please. Get this built. And what I could really do with is a bypass road round this lot. What have we got in here? We've got plenty of food in here. I just need to be able to hook these guys in and deliver the food to this area here. What I wouldn't mind also, if I put in a, will that improve makes the distribution go a little bit quicker. I think if I actually, let me just take that out. What we'll do is we'll put, okay, there's a little bit that's left there. Get you to there. I can hook off a mud footpath to there. And I think while I'm looking at this and the fact that my bus stop there is disabled, what we'll do is we'll get these guys and sort these footpaths out as well at the same time. Where we are, okay, we're set these to high priority. Now we are going to probably get an increase in crime because things are going to break down relatively quickly. At least we got a train here. We don't need this road anymore. Take you out. I think what I'm going to do is grab some of these that are in here. I just don't know what to do with all these vehicles. I think I might have to shut down my vehicle production. I think what I will do is, if I got any spare capacity up here, got loads of like snow plows. Actually, I know where I can put them. We probably need dumpers and snow plows here as well. So I nearly sent them to scrap already. But start moving fire trucks, ambulances. We're just kind of choose an array of vehicles here. Don't really want to put too many there. We've got plenty of buses down here, so if we... I think that traffic jam is down to the fact that I emptied the construction. So I think probably the best kind of crazy type extravagance is the fact, yes, don't tell me, I know the citizens' happiness is okay, some here, got some, don't really need a dry bulk tanker here, but I definitely do need to get this type of thing under control. How am I doing now? Got everybody inside. Happiness is too low. Yes, I know the happiness is too low because we've got a population that's starving to death. Right, next thing, where do I get the meat distribution from? Who distributes the meat? Yeah, you've got a vehicle. That probably means that we've lost a vehicle. I'm going to need a refrigerated truck. I'm not exactly sure where I can get one from. Okay, where is my depot? Right, I'm going to buy up 2 refrigerated trucks, mainly because I just can't be bothered to hang around. We can get a food supply into here. Let's see. How we doing? We've still got 105. Okay, that's finished. That should give me any good range. How's this going? This needs to be cleared as well, but that's not the priority because I've lost the bus routes on here. We may have lost some buses as well. The key factor is this one here. Haha. We've got a food delivery in here. Now, of course, this isn't going to be that efficient because it's going to be completely overloaded, but it's going to keep some people happy, which is all I really care about at the moment. Let me just see. Right, refrigeration truck. I have to go with that. How, not exactly sure how many drop-off points you've got. You've only got the one, so you're just gonna have to wander backwards and forwards. I don't think I can put a cargo station in, because I would like to keep this if necessary. Okay, we got a small cargo drop-off here. It's okay, we're just going to use a mud road to get to there. You get here, get back over here. Thank you, game. Actually, you can concentrate on that. Where's my... Yeah, you've only got that to do, so... Right, we've still got 85 mixed waste here. What you should see now is the population will start to fall in these blocks. And that's going to give us a little bit of a headache. Swarmed up here. Right, what we want to do is try and catch the meat truck before it comes up here. We got a little bit of road there for some reason. See, the trouble is they're still repairing that. High priority, please. I should have done that. Meat truck, where are you? I think overall, let's just have a look at the happiness overlay. See how bad it really is. Yeah, and the happiness is dropped, but... And of course, what this is going to do is we're going to have reduced workforce, but more importantly, in the long term, it's going to be also not very reliable. Did I actually press the... I'm kind of being a bit... let me just see. I just want to double check. Yeah. We may need you later on, because I'm probably going to need to sort out the meat delivery here. I always thought we've got a meat store here, but it's empty. Okay. Who's actually... You've got meat there. Where are you picking up meat from? Okay, you've actually... For some reason we got a meat store up here, which is direct delivery. Let me just check. Yeah, we got meat store here. Right, when the truck... Okay, right. Grocery store. Wait until unloaded. That's going to have an effect on the food delivery, but we can fix that once this is built. He can get in there. He can supply meat, but he will block that. We need that built, this built. Still got 79 there. We've still got... I mean, this is no way this is going to supply enough, but it will be enough of a stopgap to stop a total collapse. And of course, what's going to happen is as our happiness decreases, so will our other statistics as well. Come on, game. Okay, we got the helicopter crew just dropped in. Oh, you can do it, game. You can do it very, very quickly. Okay, you're gonna have to, because the food delivery is gonna have to be a bit more. We need that food delivery. It's gonna leave you there, so I can change the route and put you onto there once it actually gets going. Oh, we'll take a quick look at this. And of course, this guy's going to have a trash problem as well. How are we doing? Still got 72. Problem is that these guys have got to go quite some distance to drop off the mixed waste, which is okay when you're doing a normal demolition, but when you've got this situation, it's a totally different kettle of fish. Well, this is going quite quickly. Luckily, we've got the assault crew. Yeah. Already got 17 messages. Yeah, we'll delete all the notifications so that I can keep an eye on this. Right, I don't want this video to be too long, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut the video here until we start rebuilding this, and then I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. What I've got is this now, so what I can do is change this route. This is to... I'll put you onto here. unload, wait until unloaded, remove view. That should guarantee a fairly regular supply of food. What I am going to do now is put you onto here as well, because we've got might have a bit of a waste problem as well. So food, keep that going at 50%. Where are you coming from? Right, I can remove you now. Because you've just delivered. Right. What we are going to need here. You have a trash problem. You don't have a trash problem. But we are going to need to put in something to manage the trash here in the long term, if this is still going to stay functional. So drop you in there. Put you there. And work it. You on building it. So we've still got 63 tons left to remove. Right guys, so I'm just going to cut the video again and I'll come back once this is actually finished. Okay, welcome back. We've been waiting here for a very, very long time. We are now back to here and we've finally got to where we got to go to. So what I need is the swarm getting in here. Absolute 100% high priority. The population is still kind of hanging in there with respect to here. If I show you the overall happiness, see we're down to 20%, 21%. It's holding up a little bit in this area due to the efforts of this little store here, but we really do need this built ASAP. So what I'm going to do now again is I'm just going to cut the video here and I'll be right back once we actually get this store built. Okay, welcome back. We've got our bus stop back operational, but we've lost our routes and we are now throwing this forward. What I've got to find is where my bus routes are. Right, I think this is one of them. Needs to be picking up from here. Needs to load. See if we can get this one's functional. This one's not functional. So this needs to get, not that we're going to gain that much from this at the moment, but we need to get this back operational. So we've got our bus routes here. We get some workers coming into here. The buses will come down and get the workers up, because what I'm getting now is you can see that we're getting a drop of workers here, which is causing a drop in production of plastics. Obviously the plastics is non-existent because our workforce is minimal here, and of course more importantly our workforce is low with respect to, luckily our fuel is holding up. So if I can get this sorted, but then of course there's going to be a period of rehabilitation which will take a little while for our population to kind of get back in again. Okay, so we're just going to get this built. This has been a little bit of a pain in the neck. God knows what it's doing to the rest of my economy, but we'll worry about that in the next part. I think this is working okay. Right, we've now got this built. Right. Don't know if the assignment gets picked up again. Let me just see. Now we've got to redo the assignment. This is everything. Set you to get you up to 50%. We've probably lost our refrigerator truck as well, which I've got over here, tucked into here somewhere. You get up to here. Grab, where's the meat store? Up meat. I think you've got 2 drop-off points, haven't you? So we can afford to use one for the moment, although I will sort this out later on. So what we're going to do now is enter a period where our population, what I'm going to do is let some of the population back in. You're okay, you're good, you're good. So we didn't actually lose that much population from these. I'm going to let in, I think maybe we could let in, this one's taken a real beating because it was a long way away. The key now is not to bring back too much so that we overload the servers in this area. That's got to be the key process. Yeah. And probably because we got no unemployment in this area at the moment. Yeah. You actually picking up on this? Okay, so this one was fairly happy to not actually do it. So where are you actually going? Yeah, you're running to there. There is a bus route which ran out to here. Just make sure this one is good. Yep, you're the bus route that's... Oh no, you're going down to there, so you're good. So we've got this now working. It's kind of flowing quite nicely. Obviously, I think we can now start letting... let some more people into this one and this one, so that they can... And of course, what these will do is lift the new over 21s, will lift the overall happiness a little bit, but of course there's also going to be an intrinsic risk in the fact that we will overload our kindergartens because we're going to let in quite a lot of over 21s. That's the opera house. Where's the kindergarten? The kindergarten's in here somewhere. That's an athletics club. The kindergarten's under control. Anyway, we seem to have survived the crisis without a massive population loss, but it's going to take a little while to get the productivity back up into this area. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.